Hi everybody, Happy New Year 2021, and if you are here, thank you so much for being here. You can see I'm wearing pajamas and my hair is up because it's so wild. I didn't want to do my hair or do makeup today. I just wanted to make this this vlog, this video, because it's so entirely important to me. I only did the bare necessity. I ran out to the market this morning to get some essentials, which explains this, because of the really wild hair that I didn't take the time to comb and don't want to. I want to take the time to make this video because it's the new year. I want to introduce something to all of you. If you are not yet acquainted with it, which is a way of life for me, and if you're not acquainted with it, maybe it can be a new way of life for you. I don't expect to change the world, but I want to change the world for the better. I want to cause a revolution. I want to do everything that I can. If it took a war, I would be willing to undertake that. Whatever it takes for animals. Yes, I'm here for animals. I'm going to be honest. At this point, I hate human beings more than I ever have. Human beings are the most evil, self-serving, selfish, disordered, unfixable beings that I know of. And I know a lot of people would actually agree. I'm not saying all, but a lot would and do agree. I'm a vegan. I'm a vegan by choice, of course, and my choice is to not consume animals or anything that has anything to do with animals because I love animals so much. You don't need to eat meat. There's no scientific proof that you need it to be healthy or to heal from a certain condition or to feel better or to be healthier or to fulfill something that you want to fulfill. Meat is not necessary. Sure, for those of you who choose to eat meat, meat is something that you want, that you might even lie to yourself and others. Oh, I need it. I need it. I need it for my health. I need it for my nutrition. I need it for this and that. But that's a lie. In the past, when I was a kid, I ate meat. I was not enlightened. I was not where I am today, where I am now, where I've come to be. And for those of you who are so selfish and self-serving that you feel you need meat for your health, think about this. Let me give you some motivation. Plant-based proteins are actually healthier for you than meat-based proteins. Some might disagree with me. But I'm saying what I know, and I am happy to stand here and state what I know and what I feel is best for me, and yeah, even for the world. You know what? A lot of people, especially my culture, you know, I'm Persian. I haven't been there, but you know, I was born here, but I'm Persian. Their mainstay in their diet is meat, you know, besides rice. And they're, in the most part, they're a pretty selfish people. Not all of them. There's good and bad in all groups, races, ethnicities. You know, say what you want. But yeah, you know, my overriding nationality, Persians eat meat for the most part. Some are westernized enough that, you know, they don't. They live out here in California or wherever they do in America or even in Europe. And some are vegans, some are vegetarians. Who knows? These statistics, and I don't care about the statistics, but I will say they eat meat. And if I or anybody else were to say the things that I am standing here right now and saying, they say, you know how these Americans are, or something to that effect, because that's how they are. And I gather that other nationalities are basically the same way, and then there are some nationalities that believe in, you know, being as harmless as possible. And to those, I applaud them, to those who believe in not eating animals. And some might say, well, they're already dead. It's not like we killed them. We're just eating them. But when you purchase and consume, purchase and or consume, either way, you're contributing to it. How about the Yulin meat trade? I smile out of sarcasm and out of anger and out of rage and out of hatred and out of disgust and then out of more rage. That's what my smile is about. My smile is about nothing good. They think that dog meat, for instance, is a delicacy, and that the more they torture the poor innocent animals before they slaughter them for consumption, the tastier they are, due to adrenaline levels and so on. I wish somebody would hold those people up who are in charge of these things happening and would slaughter them. That's my wish. Because they deserve it. Because of their state of mind. Think about it. If you had a child and somebody snatched your child, or if you were somewhere and there were children and or a child and somebody snatched that child and hurt and or killed that child, would you say, well, why are you upset? It's just a kid. Because some people say, why are you upset? It's just a dog or a cat or a seal. See? No, it's never just a dog or just a cat or just an animal. Never. Animals give us so much. In fact, and I'll stand here and I'll say it, maybe it would be more justified if you were to compare it, and I'm saying this in relativity, to say, well, it's just a kid. Because at that point, what is that kid contributing? Just a kid born to suck up oxygen, eat up the food, you know, do its bodily functions, and contribute nothing useful or good. Animals, on the other hand, just for the fact of being, they contribute. And then I'll get to the rest. They contribute by improving the emotional state of people. When you have an animal as a pet, it's been scientifically proven that they lower stress levels, blood pressure, and so on and so forth, and do so much for us. And there's so much more, so much more that I could go on for hours saying. And let me get to this. Animals, service animals, they are trained and they do so much. My goodness, they push wheelchairs, which they shouldn't have to. Yeah, there are some dogs that push wheelchairs. They do so much for us. What toddler does those things? Again, humans are born, they're babies, they're toddlers, they suck up the oxygen, they eat up the food and, you know, wail and cry. And yeah, I was a baby, I was a kid. What did I grow up to contribute? Well, I grew up to steal. I grew up to break the law. I grew up to be put in county jails and state prisons. I grew up to have a record, and then I grew up. Through all of my adversities, I grew up to have experience, regrets, ups, downs, happinesses, accomplishments, lessons, and more lessons, and I'm still on that journey. But I feel that I grew up to contribute something, and this is what it is. To work in and towards even more animal rescue, animal help, animal advocacy. I love my present career. You know, I practice holistics. I love health and wellness, lifestyle. I'm good at it because I enjoy it so much. I think I do an excellent job. I have my own line of products. But then I discovered, even though I still have that career, that business, I discovered that my utmost, dearest, utmost passion in life is animal advocacy, which involves health and wellness as well. They all tie in together. So think about it. You don't really need meat. You might want it. You might think, oh, it's heartier, it's more fulfilling. You don't need it in any aspect. Please, if you're not already a vegan, and sometimes it's difficult because, you know, we crave things. Well, if you eat cheese, it's not necessarily cruel because goats are milked, cows are milked. There are also vegan cheeses. And I mean, they produce milk, so they have to be milked because the milk can't stay in them. But you can't always rationalize, and most of the time you can't rationalize. Eggs, at this point, from what I know, they might even be okay because, I mean, chickens, hens, they lay eggs, right? They have to lay them. But then there's also vegan eggs. So there's that. And as we go along, more and more vegan foods are being created to taste even more and more like meat. But the thing is that some of them have even more protein content than animal meat. So if you're that selfish that you feel like, well, I have to do it for my health or for, for this or that, think about it. Again, I will say this. Animal proteins versus plant-based proteins. Plant-based proteins probably have a lot more protein than some animal-based proteins, and a lot less cholesterol and a lot less side effects. Yes, there's less hormones in animal meat than there used to be, but then in some of them there's even more. So my wish and my hope for 2021, and then even more so for 2022 and 2023 and all the years to come, is for more people to go vegan. Research it. Information is now at your fingertips, literally at your keyboard, and it's free. You can be your own teacher, and you can learn things quicker and come by them so much easier and without cost. So research it for yourself. You, your children, your loved ones, the people you know, encourage veganism. You don't have to force it on anybody, but encourage it. And think about it for yourself if you're not already doing it. Everybody's been saying how 2020 sucked. Well, a lot of people, not every single person, but a lot of people. Every year there's ups and downs for just about everybody, unless you live a perfect life. I mean, I think every year we can say in some way, oh, that year sucked. Hopefully the next year is a lot better. But when you say a particular year sucked, even if it's a majority of people saying it, think about it, you guys, it's your own doing. The protests, this and that, everything except, the virus, which I have my theories on that, but it wasn't, anything to do with the general population. Anyways, for the most part, and I don't care who disagrees with me, because I know a lot of people will agree with me as well, that 2020, if it was bad, and it was bad, is our own doing. In the same way, 2020 can be so much better with our own doing, and I would hope that we can make it better. I certainly plan on making it good for me, and I hope that you will do the same by making it good for animals and whatever else that's positive. But in my world, it's first and foremost animals. And thank you so much for watching, and I will be back soon. And I hope you are having a great New Year's Day and a great New Year's 2021 to come. Thank you.